Hey, how are you doing? I'm so happy we were able to connect with you. I'm Kyle Scantlin. I work with Kenny, who spoke with you on Friday. I'm a local electrician here as well, right out of Marietta, California. And just to give a little bit of background, I've been an electrician for over 20 years. I grew up in it, actually. And not long after becoming a journeyman, I began to build a reputation as someone that different companies would hire to take over certain jobs because they were falling behind or failing. I'd come in and get the workers in line, reestablish relationships with the GCs and everybody, and get the jobs back on track. Well, I loved doing this, and this developed into me wanting to really help other local electrical contractors grow their businesses as well. And that's really why we're reaching out to you. So again, I'm Kyle Scantlin with Aries Marketing Pros, and I'm going to keep this video short and sweet for you because I respect your time. I'm really going to touch on 3 main points that will help you out, and those points are content, backlinks, and citations. And then afterwards, I'll show you the importance of taking these steps for your business, okay? So starting out, I wanted to quickly go over the elements of a search results page for you. So what I did was I put in one of your main keywords. I know you're based out of San Bernardino, so I know you serve other areas, but this is an example for your keyword right here, electrician in San Bernardino. And at the top of it, what we see here is probably somewhat self-explanatory on some, but just to make sure we go over it, is these right here are actually very beneficial. Okay, this is your Google guaranteed ads, and I see you have this guy right here. This is an awesome thing. I just wanted to point that out for you, and most likely I'm sure that this is doing some very good business for you. Oftentimes you'll see other ads come in, which I can show you. We probably have down here. These kind of ads that are coming up oftentimes are kind of hit or miss. A lot of people run ad blockers, and these will either show up or won't, depending on their search results. But this is great. I see that you have this. This is awesome to see you have it. The next part we have here, which I see you're also familiar with, is your Google Map Pack, okay, or known as your local listing service. And I noticed again that you are right here, and this is awesome because this is actually what I promote and try to encourage all the people I speak to try to do. This is really important because if somebody throws in your keyword, your question on their phone, on their laptops, or this is what's going to come up, and most people are going to hit one of these 1, 2, or 3 spots right here, and about 30% of your business traffic comes from the online presence is going to come from this section right here. So the fact that you're on here is awesome, and we'll actually kind of go over it again in a little bit. And then the next part I wanted to touch on, this is your organic listings. Okay, this is where you've got your website, you've got it worked out just right and optimize it so that Google can really recognize it and trust it and actually promote it off to their searchers that go online. And so what you see here is, ignoring Yelp and Thumbtack and these referral sites we have up the top, your first main competition for this keyword is going to be express electrical services. Okay, we're going to keep that in mind for just a moment. So going back to your website, so I kind of went over this pretty intensively and checked it out. First off, I like that you have a very simple layout. It's very nice and easy to see, and your navigation is very easy to work with. I love that you have your reviews on here. Some of them don't seem to be coming up on it, but I love that you have the reviews, and also why choose us with your social media as well. Now, right off the bat, one of the first things I saw was what Google is doing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is it's crawling every website on the internet, and it's looking for 2 specific things. That's command content, which is every single word on your page, okay, including your pictures and how your pictures are saved, and organic keywords. A keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product that links the searcher to the website. In your content, you can also place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website found for. So, for example, electrician in San Bernardino, and then Google will be able to recognize it and tell users that you exist. Okay. So one of the things I noticed is how much command content you have on here. So command content, again, remember, is all of the words and everything on it. And what Google's looking for, that real sweet spot to be at with Google, is going to be about 1,500 words, okay? Anything too much above that or too many keywords jammed into it as well, is Google's going to look at it all as spamming it. So, but we would definitely want to get keyword or your content up so that it can recognize it more. So I actually put your website, this is all from your home page, into this word counter right here, and right now what you're looking at is 232 words. Okay, so we definitely want to get you up there, with another 1,200 words, 1,300 words in there, all with the correct keywords. That's going to help drive traffic to you. So if we went to your competitor's site right here, all right, and I put their information into the keywords as well off of their homepage, they're coming up at 1147. So they're still a little shy of where they should be. This is obviously definitely beatable as well, okay? So the next thing we want to talk about are backlinks. And a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another via a clickable hyperlink text. These links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses to build trust in your business by seeing others vouching for you. It's literally like a popularity contest where the person with the most websites pointing at them wins. And so what I did here is I put your information into my web crawler program. This breaks down the sites in depth and gives you the data that's unseen, okay? And I kind of wanted to go over what it's going to show us here. So this guy right here, this is extremely important. This is your authority score, okay? This is the trust factor and power rating of your website, and this is determined by this guy right here. This is your backlinks. This is which is essentially a shout out, like I said, from another website to yours. This gives you three things. It gives you 1, exposure, 2, credibility, and 3, power for your site, okay? So this is an incredibly important factor for your site. And so if we were to take your site here where you're at authority score of 3, okay, and then you have 25 backlinks on here, and we compare it to our other site here, which is Express Electrical Services, you're going to see here they have an authority score of 31. But look, they have 9.2 thousand backlinks, okay? So keep in mind, though, that not all links are created equally. So it's worth noting that relevancy to your industry and local websites work best. So quality is far more important than quantity when it comes to these, definitely. So just because they have a high number of backlinks doesn't fully mean that all these aren't beatable. What we'd like to do is go in and see where they're getting their backlinks from. We want to try to match that and beat it out, okay? And then the next thing we're going to talk about are citations. A citation is anywhere your business name and number and address show up exactly as per your Google business profile, okay? So citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since these can generate huge amounts of revenue. What we do is we find out how many citations your top competitors have and not only match that amount, but add on an additional 50 or so to that number. This way you climb up the ranks in Google and then outrank your competition. And we also make sure you maintain that top position. Citations include anything from Yelp, Angie's, BBB, hundreds of other sites as you may have heard of, social media accounts as well. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. The larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. Once Google sees you more often than your competitors, the more likely Google is to rank you above them, okay? So looking at your map pack here, first off, you got a really good amount of Google reviews. I love that. I think it'd be great to continue pushing for that. The only thing there's only a couple things on here that I noticed I was going to point out to you is I know that Google profile allows you to put in description of your business on here, and I don't see that showing up. So I think it would benefit you big time to get the most out of the Google results of going in and putting in your profile your business description. And then the other thing too is I saw you have a good amount of pictures in here. I want to say maybe 13 or so. What I would do is I would recommend to you to go in and put in another additional 20 photos inside of your listing here as well. Okay, I would say try that. Put these things in here and let's see if we don't bump you up from the number 2 spot to number 1 on that as well. Okay, so once your content, backlinks, and citations come together and you start to outgrow your competitors, here's what you might be looking at and why this is so worth it. Okay, so going back to what I showed you before, now keep in mind this is SEMrush, and this is just a tool, okay? And these numbers are based on its own algorithms. However, the real numbers for Google are actually almost always much higher. So I wanted to show you the part that we didn't go over yet. And that would be this guy right here. So based on your website, this right here is your organic search traffic. This means every month about 32 people are going to your site based on your organic search traffic. Okay, and part of that is obviously we got the paid traffic in there, which was your sponsored part, and then also you have your Google Map pack down here as well. Okay, so if we go back to it, every month you're looking at about 32. Well, if we compare that, again, you were at a authority score of 3, 25 backlinks, that's bringing you 32 with your paid as well. If we were to compare that to Express Electrical Services, they were at 31 authority score with 9.2 thousand backlinks here. Look at their organic search traffic. They got 4,500. This is per month. It appears they also have some search or paid traffic as well. But look at the organic, what they're getting in organically. Okay, so out of this, by generating this kind of traffic through their website and Google business page, let's say their conversion rate of people actually calling their business was, let's keep it really simple, let's keep it really basic, so it was just 10% of that. Okay, so let's say 450 people actually call their business every month based on their searches online. If they close just 50% of that, then they're looking at 225 more customers, clients, and jobs that they're getting every month just from their online presence alone. Now, I'm not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that will generate some pretty decent revenue for you. And also keep in mind, there are usually many more keywords we could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. Okay, so this is what I do for a living now. I'm creating this video for you to provide some information that will help you start generating more leads online. I tried to keep it as simple as I could, so that you can take this information and start implementing it yourself. Or if you prefer, I'm always happy to help you out. I do, if you do find yourself wanting help with increasing your business profit substantially, feel free to reach out and I can provide you with some additional information. We can talk about your goals and I'll do the research and find out exactly what would be realistic for your business and what it will take for you to reach those goals. Okay. I hope this helps you out. The only thing I would ask you, if you wouldn't mind, is if you could provide me some kind of feedback so I know if you found it beneficial. Again, my name is Kyle Scantlin, and feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm always happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I hope this really helps you out. You have yourself a wonderful day.